He was a successful lawyer, 30 years of experience, respected in New York. Then he made one decision that destroyed his career. He asked ChatGPT to write his legal brief.
Lawyers in New York are under fire for citing fake court cases created using the ChatGPT app. AI is becoming more popular amongst lawyers, and generally a lot of professions are using it.
The AI made up fake cases, fake judges, fake citations. He submitted it to federal court. The judge found out, and what happened next was absolutely devastating. This is how ChatGPT ruined a lawyer's life in 60 days.
There was a court case recently where a lawyer had used AI or ChatGPT to help him do some research for an upcoming court case. It ultimately came to light that the information he was presenting was false.
Stephen Schwartz was not some rookie fresh out of law school. This was a man with 3 decades of legal experience, partner at a respected New York firm. He had handled hundreds of cases, won countless settlements, built a solid reputation. And then in 2023, he made the worst decision of his entire career. He decided to use ChatGPT to help write a legal brief. The case seemed simple. Roberto Mata was suing Avianca Airlines. Claimed he was injured when a metal-serving cart hit his knee during a flight. Personal injury case. Standard stuff. Schwartz had done cases like this 1,000 times. But this time he tried something new. He asked ChatGPT to find similar cases. Here's where it gets crazy. Schwartz asked ChatGPT to find cases where passengers sued airlines for injuries. The AI responded with confidence. It gave him case after case. Verghese versus China Southern Airlines. Shaboon versus Egypt Air. Peterson versus Iran Air. All perfect examples. All exactly what he needed. There was just one tiny problem. None of these cases existed.
So a lot of us are relying on artificial intelligence in ways we never had imagined, but we also need to remember continuously that it doesn't mean that it's right. Even if the answer it gives you looks good, doesn't mean that it's correct.
ChatGPT made them all up. Every single one was completely fake. But Schwartz didn't know that. He trusted the AI. Why wouldn't he? ChatGPT presented the cases with such confidence. It gave him case numbers, court names, judges, dates. Everything looked legitimate. So Schwartz did what any lawyer would do. He included these cases in his legal brief. He cited them as precedent. He submitted the document to federal court. Judge Kevin Castell in the Southern District of New York. Then the other side's lawyers started checking. And they couldn't find any of these cases. They searched legal databases. Nothing. They checked court records. Nothing. They contacted other lawyers. Nobody had ever heard of Verghese versus China Southern Airlines. Because it didn't exist. It was pure fiction created by an AI chatbot. The opposing lawyers filed a letter with Judge Castell. Your Honor, we cannot locate any of the cases cited by the plaintiff. We believe there may be an error. That letter set off a bomb in the courthouse. Judge Castell was not happy. He ordered Schwartz to provide copies of the cases he cited. Full opinions, judicial decisions, everything. Schwartz panicked. He went back to ChatGPT. Is Verghese versus China Southern Airlines a real case, he asked. And ChatGPT, with the same confidence as before, said yes. It's real. Here's the citation. Schwartz asked for the full text. ChatGPT generated what looked like a complete judicial opinion. It had a case summary, legal analysis, judge's reasoning, everything. It looked completely real. So Schwartz submitted these ChatGPT-generated fake opinions to the federal judge. He actually gave a federal judge completely fabricated court documents. Documents that ChatGPT had made up. This was no longer just a mistake. This was approaching fraud on the court. Judge Castell's chambers started investigating. They contacted the courts where these cases supposedly happened. Nobody had heard of them. They reached out to the judges ChatGPT claimed wrote the opinions. Those judges said we never wrote any such opinion. The airlines mentioned in the cases said we were never involved in any such lawsuit. The judge called a hearing. June 8, 2023. Schwartz had to appear in federal court and explain himself. And this is where everything fell apart. Under oath, Schwartz admitted the truth. He had used ChatGPT. He had never verified the cases were real. He had trusted an AI chatbot to do legal research for a federal court filing. But it gets worse. Schwartz also revealed that his colleague Peter LaDuca, the lead attorney on the case, had submitted the brief without checking the research either. Two experienced lawyers. Both failed to do basic verification. Both relied completely on an AI that neither of them understood. Judge Castel was furious. His order was scathing. "The court is presented with an unprecedented circumstance," he wrote. "A submission laced with citations to non-existent cases." The brief cited cases that do not exist, Judge Castel continued. "The cited cases are bogus judicial decisions with bogus quotes and bogus internal citations." The judge demanded answers. How could two experienced attorneys submit fake cases? How could they not verify basic legal research? How could they rely on ChatGPT without understanding how it works? Schwartz tried to explain. He said he had no idea ChatGPT could make things up. He thought it was like a search engine. He trusted it. He made a mistake. But Judge Castel wasn't buying it. The judge pointed out that even after the opposing counsel raised red flags, Schwartz doubled down. He asked ChatGPT if the cases were real and submitted the AI-generated fake opinions that showed reckless disregard for the truth. The consequences came swift and brutal. Judge Castel sanctioned both lawyers, Stephen Schwartz and Peter LaDuca. They were each fined $5,000. They had to send a copy of the judge's order to every fake judge mentioned in the fake cases along with an apology. But the financial penalty was nothing compared to the reputational damage. The story went viral. National news picked it up. CNN, New York Times, Washington Post, Forbes, every legal publication in America. Lawyer uses ChatGPT, submits fake cases to federal court became the cautionary tale of 2023. Legal ethics professors used the case in classes. Bar associations held seminars about it. It became the poster child for AI gone wrong. Schwartz's firm Levidow and Oberman tried damage control. They issued statements. They claimed Schwartz acted alone. They emphasized this was not firm policy. But the damage was done. Clients started asking questions. How could a partner at your firm not know how to do basic legal research? How can we trust you with our cases? Within months, Schwartz was no longer listed as a partner at the firm. His 30-year career was essentially over. Nobody wants to hire the lawyer who submitted fake cases to federal court. Nobody wants the attorney who trusted ChatGPT over basic verification. His reputation destroyed. His credibility gone. His legacy tarnished. All because he trusted an AI chatbot. But here's the really scary part. Schwartz was not the only one. After his case went public, other lawyers started coming forward. They admitted they had also used ChatGPT for legal research. Some had caught the fake cases before filing. Others got lucky, but it revealed a terrifying truth. Lawyers across America were using AI tools they didn't understand for work that could affect people's lives. The case changed legal practice overnight. Law firms banned ChatGPT. Bar associations issued warnings. Law schools added AI literacy to curriculum. Courts started requiring lawyers to certify they had verified all AI-generated content. All because of Stephen Schwartz. ChatGPT itself responded to the controversy. OpenAI issued a statement. They said ChatGPT is not designed for legal research. It can generate plausible sounding but false information. Users must verify everything. But that warning came too late for Schwartz. His career was already destroyed. Stephen Schwartz had 30 years of legal experience, hundreds of successful cases, a respected career. And he lost it all in 60 days because he trusted ChatGPT. He didn't verify. He didn't check. He didn't understand the technology he was using. The AI made up fake cases and he submitted them to federal court. Judge Kevin Castel sanctioned him. The media destroyed him. His firm distanced themselves. His career ended. All because ChatGPT lied and he believed it. This is why you never trust AI blindly. This is why verification matters. This is why one mistake can cost you everything. Hit subscribe for more AI fails that destroyed real lives.